Hey y'all. I just knocked something out of the socket. Give me a second while I put this whoop while I plug this back up. I hope y'all having a good time. A good Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm plugging my thing up, y'all, so it doesn't die. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Okay. I'm an old lady. Okay. Ooh. Hey. Okay, so we're gonna read. We're gonna read. Welcome. Where we last left off, Suge Avery pretty much showed Celie where her little button is, her little hoo-ha. Okay. I'm just gonna be grown about it. Suge Avery showed her where her clitoris was and had her look at her vagina. I want to say something just as a woman. That is a very liberating thing to do, not like masturbate, but I'm talking about specifically looking at your own vagina. I don't know how to explain it. Other women know what I'm talking about, but it's a very it makes you want to own all of your body. It makes you want to respect your temple a little bit more to actually see your body. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and read. Harpo has opened up a juke joint. Harpo has opened a juke joint. And Suge Avery has shown Celie her special button. Okay. So we're on page 80. Now, disclaimer. If you have children reading along, or if you happen to I'm letting you know it's going to get spicier. Okay. We might read some spicy things, but this is life. We have to be real about it. These are things that, these are things that happen, whether you get down with it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay. This is what is happening in the story. And let's just keep it real. Sometimes trauma has us maneuver in different ways or go down different paths. You know what I mean? And in this instance, the trauma in Celie's life has had her explore different things and, respect, respect. Disclaimer, like I said. Let's go. So hold on. Okay, yes. Let's go. Okay. Dear God, one night while Suge singing a hot one, who should come prancing through the door of Harpo's but Sophia? She was a big, tall, hefty man, looked like a prize fighter. She her usual stout and bouncy self. Oh, Miss Celie, she cried. Oh, wait. Oh, Miss Celie, she cried. It's so good to see you again. It even good to see Mister, she say. She take one of his hands, even if his handshake is a little weak, she say. He act real glad to see her. Here, pull up a chair, he say. Have a cold drink. Give me a shot of white lightning, she say. Prize fighter pull up a chair, straddle it backwards, and hug on Sophia like they at home. I see Harpo across the room with a little yellow-skinned girlfriend. He look at Sophia like she a hate. This Henry Broadnax, Sophia say. Everybody call him Buster. Good friend of the family. Can we just talk about how all the side pieces is called good friend of the family? I wish somebody would. Don't you bring nobody around me talking some good friend of the family. Don't do it. Suge Avery, good friend of the family. Henry Broadnax, good friend of the family. Y'all better stop. Okay? All right. How you all, he say. He smiled pleasant and us keep on listening to the music. Suge wearing a gold dress that show her titties near about to the nipple. Everybody sort of hoping something break. But the dress strong. Man, oh man, say Buster. Fire department won't do. Somebody call the law. Mr. whispered to Sophia, where your children at? She whispered back, my children at home. Where yours? And he don't say nothing. Both the girls begged and gone. Bub in and out of jail. If his granddaddy wasn't the colored uncle of the sheriff who just... Hold on, wait a minute, what? If his granddaddy wasn't the colored uncle of the sheriff who looked just like Bub, Bub be lynched now. Oh, wow, okay, that's deep. I can't get over how good Sophia looked. Most women with 5 children look a little peaked. I say to her across the table when Suge finished her song, you look like you ready to have 5 more. Oh, she say, I got 6 children now, Miss Seeley. 6? I am shocked. She tossed her head, look over at Hoppo. Life don't stop just 'cause you leave home, Miss Seeley. You know that. My life stopped when I left home, I think. But then I think again, it stopped with Mr. Maybe, but start up again with Suge. Suge come over and she and Sophia hug. Suge say, girl, you look like a good time, you do. That when I noticed how Suge talk and act sometimes like a man. Men say stuff like that to women. Girl, you look like a good time. Women always talk about hair and health, how many babies, living or dead, or got teeth. Not about how some woman they hugging on look a good time. Look like a good time. All the men got their eyes glued to Suge's bosom. I got my eyes glued there too. I feel my nipples harden under my dress. My little buttons sort of perk up too. Suge, I say to her in my mind, girl, you looks like a real good time. The good Lord knows you do. What you doing here? Asked Topo. Sophia say, come here to Miss, come here to, come to hear Miss Suge. You got a nice place here, Hoppo. She look around. This and that, this and that, her eyes admire. She talks so crazy in here, but I get it. This and that, her eyes admire. Harpo say it's just a scandalous. A woman with 5 children hanging out in a juke joint at night. Sophia, I go cool. She look him up and down. Since he quit stuffing himself, he gained a bunch of weight. Face, head, and all, mostly from drinking homebrew and eating leftover barbecue. By now, he just about her size. A woman need to have a little fun once in a while, she say. A woman need to be at home, he say. She say, this is my home. though I do think it got better as a juke joint. Harpo look at the prize fighter. Prize fighter push back his chair a little and pick up his drink. I don't fight Sophia's battle, he said. My job to love her and take her where she wants to go. Amen. Amen. Wait till I get my prize fighter. My job is to love her and take her where she want to go. Hallelujah. Okay. I don't fight Sophia back. Okay, I said that. Harpo breathed some relief. Let's dance, he said. Sophia laughed, get up, put both arms around his neck. They slow drag out across the floor. Harpo's little yellowish girlfriend sulked, hanging over by the bar. She a nice girl, friendly and everything, but she like me. She do anything Harpo say. He give her a little nickname too. Call her Squeak. Pretty soon, Squeak get her up enough nerve to try and cut in. Harpo try to turn Sophia so she can't see. Okay. But Squeak keep on tapping and tapping his shoulder. Finally, he and Sophia stopped dancing. They about 2 feet from our table. Shook say, uh-oh, and point with her chin. Something about to blow right there. Who this woman? Say Squeak in this little teensy voice. You know who she is, say Harpo. Squeak turned to Sophia. Say, you better leave him alone. Sophia say, fine with me. She turned around and leave. Harpo grabbed her by the arm, say, you don't have to go nowhere. Hell, this is your house. Squeak say, well, what you mean it's her house? She walk out on you. Walk away from the house. It's over now, she said to Sophia. Sophia say, fine with me. Try to pull away from Harpo grip. He hold her tight. Listen, Squeak, say Harpo. Can a man dance with his own wife? Squeak say, not if he my man, he can't. You hear that, bitch? She say to Sophia. She had to get knocked out. Sophia getting a little tired of Squeak. I can tell by her ears. They sort of push back. But she say again, sort of end of argument like, hey, fine with me. Squeak slap her across the head. And Squeak wilding for Harpo, yo. She going out. Harpo should have told Squeak, don't do that. She whooped my tail. You can't put hands on Sophia, bro, and make it back. He should have told her. Hey. Squeak slap her across the head. Now what she do that for? Sophia don't even deal in little ladyish things such as slaps. She ball up her fist, draw back, and knock two of Squeak's side teeth out. Squeak hit the floor. One tooth hanging on her lip, the other one upside down in my cold drink glass. Oh my God, Silly says she don't even deal with little things, little lady things like slaps. Why ain't nobody said that little girl what she was dealing with? Oh my God. Then Squeak started banging on Harpo's leg with her shoe. You get that bitch out of here, she cried. Blood and slobber running down her chin. Harpo and Sophia stand side by side looking down at Squeak. But I don't think they hear her. Harpo's still holding Sophia's arm. Maybe half a minute go by. Finally, he turned loose her arm, reached down and cradled poor little Squeak in his arms. Her cuckoo at her like she a baby. Sophia come over and get the prize fighter. They go out the door and don't look back. Then I hear a car motor start. Now that's funny. Squeak, man. Oh, poor Squeak. She just tried to get her man, yo, Reggie. I'm sorry. Okay. Dear God, Harpo move. Wipe the counter, light a cigarette, look outdoors, walk up and down. Little Squeak run along, all up under him, trying to get his attention. Baby this, she say, baby that. Harpo looked through her head, blow smoke. Squeak come over to the corner where me and Miss sat. She got two bright gold teeth in the side of her mouth, generally grin all the time. She done got some gold teeth. I know that's right, sis. You was like, hold on, you ain't gonna knock them out. Let me at least get some gold replacements. Hey, I'm weak. Okay. She got two bright gold teeth in the side of her mouth. Generally grin all the time, but now she cried. Miss Tilly, she say, what the matter with Harpo? Sophia in jail, I say. In jail? She looked like I say Sophia on the moon. What's she in jail for? She asked. Sassing the mayor's wife, I say. Squeak pull up a chair, look down my throat. What's your real name? I asked her. She say, Mary Agnes. Make Har- excuse me, y'all. Make Harpo call you by your real name, I say. Then maybe he see you, even when he troubled. She look at me puzzled. I let it go. I tell her what one of Sophia said. Well, I tell her what one of Sophia said to tell me and Mister. Sophia and the prize fighter and all the children got in the prize fighter car and went to town. Climb out on the street, looking like somebody. Just then, the mayor and his wife come by. All these children, say the mayor's wife, digging in her pocketbook. Cute as little buttons, though, she say. She stopped, put her hand on one of the children's head, say, and such strong white teeth. Sophia and the prize fighter don't say nothing. Wait for her to pass. Mayor wait too. Stand back and tap his foot. Watch her with a little smile. Now, Millie, he say, always going on over colored. Miss Millie fingered the children some more. Finally look at Sophia and the prize fighter. She look at the prize fighter car. She asked Sophia wristwatch. She said to Sophia, all your children so clean, she said. Would you like to work for me and be my maid? Sophia say, hell no. She said, what you say? Sophia said, hell no. Mayor look at Sophia, push his wife out the way, stick out his chest. Girl, what you say to Miss Millie? Sophia say, I say hell no. He slap her. I stopped telling it right there. Squeak on the edge of her seat. She wait, look down my throat for some more. No need to say no more, Mr. Say. You know what happened if anybody slapped Sophia. Squeak go white as a sheet. No, she said. No, nothing, I say. Sophia knocked that man down. The police has come, start slinging the children off the mayor, bang their heads together. Sophia really stopped the fight. They drag her down to the ground. This far as I can go with it, look like. My eyes get full of water and my throat closed. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Poor Squeak all scrunched down in her chair, trembling. They beat Sophia, Mr. Say. Squeak fly up like she sprung, run over behind the counter to Hoppo. She put her arms around her. They hang together a long time and they cry. Ooh! Yo, that hurt me. The children was fighting, the police fighting. They beat that woman down. Jesus Christ. What the prize fighter doing all this? I asked Sophia's sister Odessa. He want to jump in, she said. And Sophia said, no, take the children home. Police have the guns on him anyway. One move, he dead. 6 of them, you know. Mr. Go plead with the sheriff to let us see Sophia. Bub be in so much trouble. Looks so much like the sheriff. He and Mr. almost on family terms. Just long as Mr. know he colored. Sheriff say, she a crazy woman, your boy's wife. You know that? Mr. say, yes, sir, us do know it. Been trying to tell Harpo she crazy for 12 years. Since way before they married. Sophia come from crazy peoples. Mr. say, it not a fault. And then again, the sheriff know how women's is anyhow. Sheriff think about the woman he know. Say, yep, you right there. Mr. say, we gonna tell her she crazy too if us ever do get to see her. Sheriff say, well, make sure you do and tell her she lucky she alive. When I see Sophia, I don't know why she's still alive. They crack her skull. They crack her ribs. They tear her nose loose on one side. Jesus Christ. They blind her in one eye. She swole from head to foot. Her tongue the size of my arm. It stick out between her teeth like a piece of rubber. She can't talk, and she just about the color of an eggplant. Scared me so bad I near about dropped my grip. But I don't. I put it on the floor of the cell, take out comb and brush, nightgown, witch hazel and alcohol, and I start to work on her. The colored attendant bring me water to wash her with. And I started her two little slits for eyes. Mm, 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 mm. That is awful. Oh my gosh. Mm. Dear God, they put Sophia to work in the prison laundry. All day long from 5 to 8, she washing clothes. Dirty convent uniforms, nasty sheets and blankets piled way over her head. I see her twice a month for half hour. Her face yellow and sickly. Her fingers look like fatty sausage. Everything nasty here, she say. Even the air. Food bad enough to kill you with. Roaches here, mice, flies, lice, even a snake or two. If you say anything, they strip you, make you sleep on a cement floor without a light. Oh my God. Mm. How you manage? Us asked. Every time they asked me to do something, Miss Seeley, I act like I'm you. Who? I jump right up and do what they tell me to. Excuse me. I jump right up and do just what they say. She looked wild when she said that, and her bad eye wander around the room. Mr. sucking his breath. Harpo groan. Miss Shook cuss. She come from Memphis special just to see Sophia. I can't fix my mouth to say how I feel. I'm a good prisoner, she say. Best convict they ever seen. They can't believe I'm the one that sassed the mayor's wife, knocked the mayor down. She laughed. It sounded like something from a song. The part where everybody done gone home but you. 12 years a long time to be good, though, she said. Maybe you get out on good behavior, say Harpo. Good behavior ain't good enough for them, said Sophia. Nothing less than sliding on your belly with your tongue on their boots can even get their attention. I dream of murder, she say. I dream of murder sleep or wake. Us don't say nothing. How the children? She asked. They all fine, say Harpo. Tween Odessa and Squeak, they get by. She say, thank you to Squeak. Tell Odessa I think about her. Bruh, what the hell? I'm gonna read this last letter. Bruh, like I can't even imagine. I just have like, it's just something about like people in prison, like I know they did wrong, right? But I know like the inhumane conditions that some of these prisons are in, and it's just like these people did wrong, but you ain't got to treat them like animals, bruh. They're in cages already. Got them working for like 35 cents an hour. I got a little cousin that's in prison. He got 13 years, bruh. Anyway, all right. Dear God, Us all sit around the table for supper. Me, Suge, Mr. Squeak, the prize fighter, Odessa, and two more of Sophia's sisters. Sophia not gonna last, say Mister. Yeah, say Harpo, she look a little crazy to me. And what she had to say Suge, my God. Us got to do something, say Mister, and be right quick about it. What can us do? Asked Squeak. She looked a little haggard with all Sophia and Harpo children sprung all up on her at once, but she carry on. Hair a little stringy, slip show, but she carry on. And let's just talk about the fact that Sophia knocks Squeak teeth out and she take care of her children. See, people not like that nowadays, yo. Like, as black people, we so quick to just be nasty with each other, right? We so quick. We so quick. But when she saw that when Squeak saw that Sophia was in need, she stepped up to the plate and took them children on like her own. Ain't no baby mama drama. Them my babies, tell you straight. Bruh, I remember that's how it was with my ex, yo. He used to try, like the mother of his child hated me, but I was there. Even when she didn't know I was there for her. There were times where she couldn't do, I'm there. I'm there. Period. Stamp. I don't care. Anyway. Anyway. People just not we need more unity, yo. And the enemy, the devil, Satan is here to kill, steal, rob, and destroy. And he doesn't like unity in any way, shape, or form. And if we would learn how to be more unified and come together as a unit, oh my God. Wouldn't know what to do. Wouldn't know what to do. What? What you mean you get along with her? Because I do. Because that's my man. And that's the mother of the child. And I get along with her. I love her. Right? I love her. I don't care if she don't love me. I love her and I'm going to ride for her. Because I know how ugly it is out here. I've seen it myself. Bro, what? God, I love this book. Even though it's got some really sad points, it's got some really beautiful moments that we got to learn to hold on to. And this is one of them. All of them, even Mr. Old Nasty Tail sitting at the table trying to figure out what they can do to save her. And he didn't even like her from jump. Didn't even like her. Didn't even think that the children she was having was Harpo's. And he's the one. We got to do something about this. God, where's the unity, Black people? We got to get it back. Sorry, I preached right then and there. I'm gonna get back to the book. Oh my Lord! All right, bust her out, say Harpo. Get some dynamite off the game that's building. That big bridge down the road, blow the whole prison to kingdom come. I feel you, Harpo. Blow that whole thing down. Shut up, Harpo. Shut up, Harpo. Say Mister. I was trying to think. Mrs. Stupid, Mrs. Shut up. We trying to think. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, I got it. Say the prize fighter. Smuggling a gun. Well, he rubbed his chin. Maybe smuggling a file. No, say Odessa. They just come after her if she leave that way. Me and Squeak don't say nothing. I don't know what she think, but I think about angels. God coming down by the chariot, swinging down real low and carrying old Sophia home. I see them all clear as day, angels in all white, white hair and white eyes, look like albinos. God all white too, looking like some stout white man work at the bank. Not this. All right. God strike they cymbals, and one of them blow his horn. God blow out a big breath of fire, and suddenly Sophia free. Who the warden's black kinfolk? Say Mister. Nobody say nothing. Finally, the prize fighter speak. What his name? He asked. Hodges, say Hoppo. Bubba Hodges. Old man Henry Hodges' boy, said Mister. Used to live out on the old Hodges place. Got a brother named Jimmy, asked Tweak. Oh, got a brother named Jimmy? Asked Tweak. Squeak. Yeah, said Mister. Brother named Jimmy. Married to that quick man girl. Daddy owned the hardware, you know. Oh, look at how they coming together, bro. I just love this. Everybody putting their minds together. This is how it needs to be, black people. Oh, like Squeak duck her head, mumble something. Say what? Asked Mister. Squeak cheek turned red. She mumbled again. He your what? Mister asked. Cousin, she said. Mister looked at her. Daddy, she said. She cut her eye at Harpo. Look at the floor. He know anything about it? Asked Mister. Yeah, she said. He got 3 children by my mama, 2 younger than me. His brother know anything about it? Asked Mister. One time he come by the house with Mr. Jimmy. He give us our quarters. Say, we sure do look like Hodges. Mister reared back in his chair, give Squeak a good look from head to foot. Squeak pushed her greasy brown hair back from her face. Yeah, say Mister. I see the resemblance. He bring his chair down to the floor. Well, look like you the one to go. Go where? Asked Squeak. Asked Squeak. Go see the warden. He your uncle. Ha! Yeah. So why them little nasty white people up here having sex with all the black people on the sneak, they ain't got no choice but to answer now, or else Squeak gonna tell everybody that's my daddy. Ah! Give us Sophia, I'm gonna tell him you was having sex with my mom. Shoot. Warden her uncle. Yeah. Isn't that crazy how they had to figure it out? Let's find out. Does the white man have any links to any black kinfolk? That's crazy. They gotta blackmail the white people just to get Sophia out. But you see how the Lord will place the table in front of your enemies? So while they was out doing dirty, right, trying to use and abuse and desecrate black bodies, oh, you got an answer to it now. Yeah, you got an answer to it now. So in the next section, we're gonna find out what they do. And I think it's really interesting, once again, that they left this out of the movie. That the black people blackmailed white people by their nasty indiscretion, their transgressions, okay, raping black women. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, I love that they left that out the movie. Like, oh, let's just leave it. No, let's talk about how Sophia actually got out. Let's talk about it. Yeah, y'all had to blackmail them. Huh? Okay, so I was thinking that they were going to get to the Suge Avery part, but that's a little bit later. But just know it's coming. But this section was deep. And I really want people to really take home in this section how, so like Sophia and Harpo are married, but both of their side boos and Mister are all sitting at the table together to figure out how to get her out. Everybody came together. And that's the mentality we need to have, yo. We got to learn to come together. We got to learn to put our differences to the side and come together for one cause. I'm telling you, it's the only way that we defeat the devil, the only way that we defeat the enemy in any way, shape, or form. We got to learn to come together. We got to learn to stop putting our petty differences. We got to learn to put petty differences to the side. It don't matter. Because when you see stuff like that, that hurt. When you see your own people suffering, it's like, okay, I'm gonna still keep beefing with you when I see you suffering. Man, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Even Mister was like, man, I can't do this. Like, I know I didn't beat. I know I told Sophia. I know I told Harpo to beat her, and she was like, I know I told Harpo to beat her. Like, but we can't sit here. We can't let them beat her. We can't let them beat her till she dies and doesn't want nothing else. And even Squeak, like I said, stepping up to the plate. I'm taking care of your babies all day. And she about to step up to the plate again and hit that blackmail on them white people. Real smooth. Yeah, man. Whew. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Okay, so that was a really good section. We'll pick up, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, day after, and we're going to pick up and we're going to see what's up. We're going to see how they execute the plan to get Sophia out. All right, so thanks for joining me. I love you all. Peace.